When you think about Cerakote, you might think about firearms only, but Cerakote is about a lot more than firearms. In this video, we're going to do a really cool project, Cerakoting these motorcycle wheels. Hey guys, Gavin here from ultimatereloader.com. We are going to switch it up this time. You've seen me do a whole bunch of really cool Cerakote projects. We're talking about rifle chassis, barreled actions, a bunch of different gun parts, including AR stuff. But I haven't done anything non-firearms related. And that is actually a really rapidly increasing application for Cerakote products. So we're talking about things like automotive, things like motorcycle, bicycle. In fact, if you go to the performance tab on the Cerakote website, there's an industries web page that will guide you through all of the different industries that are now using Cerakote, including medical, fishing, archery, aerospace. There's a ton of different things and different ways that you can use Cerakote. So a couple of the products that are most popular with non-firearms applications would include C-Series. If you go to a particular product page for a C-Series color, it will give you a temperature rating. Typically the colors that have more pigment are lower temperature, and the colors with less pigment are higher temperature. So for instance, there's their Velvet Series Black that you can use on exhaust manifolds, and those get really, really hot. There's also V-Series. V-Series is kind of an oven cure complement to C-Series, very similar product. With C-Series, in addition to the high temperature capabilities, you're also going to get UV resistance, which is a really popular and attractive option for things that are going to be outdoors a lot. Then we have H-Series, which is most of what we've done here on the channel has been H-Series. It's kind of your bread and butter Cerakote product. It is a mix. It's an oven cure product that offers chemical resistance, and unlike powder coating, it's a lot lighter in weight, and it also won't propagate cracks under the surface and or rust. Now, for wheels, we're not going to want to use H-Series on wheels that are going to be used in an off-road environment like dirt bike wheels or something like that, because it is harder and it is more crack prone, chip prone than something like powder coating would be. But since this is a street bike, this is going to be a great application. So common applications on a motorcycle for H-Series would be things like clutch covers, frames, brakes, wheels, a bunch of different parts could potentially utilize the H-Series. And the fact that it's chemical resistant and that it's lightweight is going to be an advantage. So let me talk about this project briefly. So a while back, I bought this super bike. This is a 2006 GSXR 1000. It's a Suzuki. My goal in the last year was to get the bike, get some training, go to the track, and do track days. This was just a real pushing of the limits for me, and I've achieved that goal. But now that I'm getting more serious about this hobby, I decided to get some wheels off eBay. These are takeoffs off of a later model that are going to fit. And what this will allow me to do is to have a set of tires mounted at all times that I can swap out on the bike. This could be rain tires for the track. It could be two sets of track tires, one that are heavily worn and one set that I use on the street or something like that. So I'm going to get started stripping these down and doing some detailed cleaning. So we're all done with this Cerakote application, and I put the wheels, one in each of our two ovens that we have here, for space reasons. And they've been sitting overnight. And let's see how things look. Woo! Look at that. That looks awesome. Looks like our our masking kind of came loose just a little bit there. Okay, so I'll get the wheels out. We'll talk about the process. So here we are. We're all unmasked, and these wheels look great. Before I talk about the actual application of the Cerakote, I want to go back to the prep. I talked about sandblasting the wheels, and typically we would go all the way down to the bare metal. But a quick experiment revealed to us that that would take way, way, way too long. Literally, it took about 2 minutes of blasting to get a little patch about the size of a penny. So that definitely wasn't going to work. Called Cerakote, they verified that we could just rough up the surface with the sandblaster and Cerakote over that. So what I did was I fogged the wheels with black, which in the body shop industry we refer to as guide coat. The guide coat usually is used for sanding, and when you're completely done sanding, you have no low spots basically. In this case, we used it for the sandblasting, and I was very meticulous about making sure that all of the black was gone, and that means that we've roughed up all of the surfaces entirely. So after the sandblasting, wiped them down, made sure all my adhesive was gone, everything was all prepped and good. Put bolts through the valve stem holes so that we could hang them. I had holes drilled in that, used my milling machine for that. Masked them up with high temperature yellow vinyl that we had cut on our vinyl cutter, and then it was time to apply. Mixed up a total of 900 grams of Cerakote, so it's probably the biggest mix that we've done yet because this is a lot of surface area. And hung the wheels in the booth. This is the GS3457. We just did a video on that booth. This is a booth that's made just for Cerakote applicators. And I should mention that we have a special deal going with Built American. If you buy one piece of equipment, you can use the UR5 code for 5% off. And if you buy 2 pieces of equipment or more, you can use the UR10 code, and that's 10% off. That's the best deal that we've had so far. Okay, so we were in the GS3457 and did 3 complete coats, and I just could continuously coat because it took over 5 minutes per wheel, I would say, to do the job, and that's the flash time. Got both of our ovens fired up. We've got the BAE 0300, that's the new one with the rolling cart capability, and the BAE 0200. That was the original Built American oven that we got here. Wanted to use all of the real estate that we had so that these rims could hang centered in each of the ovens. So after the 15-minute flash, I hung them in the ovens and turned them both up to 250 degrees and cured the Cerakote for 2 hours. Then, as you just saw, I took them out of the oven and removed the masking, and here we are. So I'm really excited about this project. I feel like these wheels look absolutely awesome, and I cannot wait to see them on the bike. What I'd like to know is, what do you think of this wheel job? What do you think of the Patriot Blue? I personally love it. And are there non-firearms items that you'd be interested in Cerakoting? Bicycle, aerospace, automotive, exhaust manifolds, just all of those things that I mentioned. Drop a comment and we'll talk down in the comments section. Thank you very much for watching. That concludes this video, and that means it's time to wrap it up. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you're watching Ultimate Reloader on TV and want to take advantage of free resources, exclusives, and hot deals, just hold your camera phone up to the QR code, tap on the link, fill out the information, boom, you're getting Ultimate Reloader emails. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Also, we're on Facebook, YouTube, Rumble, where we've got unrestricted content, and Instagram. Make sure to follow us on all those channels. Ultimate Reloader also has a commercial solutions division serving law enforcement, the military, and the gun industry. We have some unique capabilities, including a comprehensive suite of recoil testing and evaluation capabilities, trigger profiling, and more. Thanks again for watching.